This pork rind will blow your mind.
It's the Chew with Rue.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Chew with Rue. We are back with another REW'd rankings. Today we're tackling one of the greatest things on a low-carb diet, the chicharrones. No, they're really just called pork rinds, right? But they are fancy, beautiful. This is like really high dollar. I've not had pork rinds that were this fancy before. Normally I just buy like the Always Save store brand at the Price Chopper or the Walmart. But today we are Southern Recipe Small Batch. I got 3 different flavors here. I know they've got more on their website. This is a product of Rudolph Foods in Lima, Ohio. SouthernRecipeSmallBatch.com. So if you want to check them out, SouthernRecipeSmallBatch.com. We'll put that right here. Bam! Underneath me in the video. You could check those out. I'll read this to you for just a second so you know what's going on here. It says, our pork skins are hand-selected and cooked in small batches, free of artificial colors, and contain 0 grams trans fat per serving. Oh man, I love trans fat. We think you'll love them. Small batch recipe number 7. Oh, and then it tells you about the different recipes. I wonder if they really have that many recipes. This one says it's 57, this one says 30, and this one says 16. There's no way they have that many recipes. I bet that's just something they do. Big, or it says be big, be bold, and be adventurous on each one of these. As far as carbohydrates go, these are unlike a lot of pork rinds. If you just have regular pork rinds, they will have 0 grams carbs. This particular one does have 1 gram carb per serving. This one has less than 1 gram. And this one has 1 gram carbs per serving. So currently, sea salt and cracked black pepper has less carbs than the other 2. I guess I should introduce you to the flavors we've got here. This is Korean kimchi barbecue. Here we've got sea salt and cracked black pepper. And finally, one I'm really excited to try, spicy dill. All right, so let's get the rankings going on our REW'd rankings. Speaking of REW'd, check out this dude I've got for my bobbleheads. We've got Joaquin Soria. Now, Joaquin Soria was a Royal 2 times over. In fact, I remember in 2006, right after the season, the Royals actually drafted him in what's called the Rule 5 draft. Chloe, you familiar with the Rule 5 draft? Well, it's the 5th rule in baseball. That's why it's called. It's like these guys have like their recipe number 16. But for some reason in baseball, after a certain amount of time in the minor leagues with an organization, because you know the Royals have minor league teams that they have. Yeah. If a player's not on the 40-man roster, which the team gets 40 players to choose from to bring up to the major leagues, if he's not on it, they are open up, and anybody out in the world, any one of the other teams can draft them. And the Royals scouted out and drafted Joaquin Soria out of the San Diego Padres organization. But the rule is, if I draft them, they have to stay with the major league club for the entire season, or have to return them back to the other team. So Joaquin Soria started with the Royals in 2007. I think everybody kind of thought he was going to be a starting pitcher, but he ended up being a relief pitcher. And it's kind of strange. He actually had 5 pitches, which is not normal. Not normal at all for a relief pitcher. Most relief pitchers have like 3 pitches that they throw, maybe even just 2, or like Mariano Rivera, 1 pitch that they throw. But Joaquin Soria had 5 different pitches he threw. He was super successful for the Royals until he got injured. They ended up cutting him. He played for a billion different teams. Resurfaced with the Royals again. They cut him because he was terrible the second time. How terrible was Joaquin Soria the second time he pitched for the Royals, Royals fans? We did not really like him. And he got cut again, and then finally he moved on, and I just found out he retired last year, so Joaquin is enjoying retirement. Woo! Alright, I can already smell these things. Holy cow. Holy dill. Whoa. It smells like Funky Pickles, bro. Funky Pickles was the name of my band in high school. Yeah, we were kind of a big deal. Okay, that was funny. I just made it up right there. That was really good. Oh man, don't be a gherk. A gherkin? No, that joke was a Vlasic. Like classic? No? No. Okay, I'm getting down arrows from my family. All right, here we go. We've got Korean kimchi barbecue first, Cindy, or do I do the sea salt cracked black pepper, or do I do spicy dill? Which one's first?
Sea salt.
Sea salt. That's a good one to start with. It seems like it'd be the most mild of the flavors. All right, so let's get this started. sea salt, and cracked black pepper. All right, Mace, do you know Joaquin Soria's nickname?
No.
They used to call him the Mexicutioner because he was like a wicked. He's from Mexico, and so he'd come in. They called him Mexicutioner. But actually, Joaquin asked the royals to stop calling him that because of people being killed in Mexico. I thought it was a bad look, so he asked him to stop doing that. But I think it might have something to do with why he's got a spicy little ring down here. Okay, I mean, it's gonna be number one. But to be honest, it's just a pork rind, y'all. It's like, normally pork rinds are a little bit salty. This one just got a little kick of pepper. That's it. I don't think you're there long, my friend. You are not there long, and you're not going to stand there at all. All right, you can stay. Stay. I did it. Okay. Cleanse palate. I'm interested. What's your favorite episode format that we do? Do you guys like the recipe episodes, the drive-thrus, the REW'd rankings, or do you enjoy with Seabear on the food reviews? All right, which one's next, Seabear? Korean kimchi barbecue or spicy dill?
The barbecue.
Barbecue. All right, saving spicy dill. Ooh, okay. I like the smell of this one. Kimchi. You like kimchi? I think that has something to do with like fermented. I think it's like some sort of cabbage. No, bro. That was a good pork rind. Right? These are easy. This is definitely here. So much better, dude. All right, here we go. Last but certainly not least, let's finish this episode, shall we? These ones are a big deal. Here we go. Strong smell. That's kind of weird, y'all. Guys, I don't know what to tell you about this thing. I don't think I've ever tasted anything like this before. It's definitely dill forward. Like, the first thing I get is dill. And for those of you who've been watching my channel for a while, I love basil. That was such a deep cut. Like, I don't think anyone's gonna understand it unless you've watched the first episode of this channel, where I did the entire episode for my gyros, and I called dill basil for the entire episode. It was amazing. Okay, all right. Obviously, I mean, there's nothing to these. It's straightforward. I think if I said sea salt and cracked black pepper, you'd go, I know what that tastes like, right? These are interesting. I gotta go back. That is, I think that's really cool. All right. This is an upset, y'all. I really thought, and boy, I'm realizing right now how loud pork rinds are when you chew them on camera. But I really thought for the world that this was going to be my favorite. Like, if I was going to pick one up at the store, I probably wouldn't even buy this one. No, it's got a nice heat. It hits from behind. It's got like this, This one, it's smoky. It's like, I want to go backwards. It's got that little burn, that front of mouth burn, like front of tongue. This one's good, but it's not as good as this. Alright, so here we go. The definitive rankings. I'm going to turn into a pork rind if I don't stop eating. They're good. I like pork rinds, y'all. Okay, definitive rankings. Southern Recipe Small Batch Pork Rinds. Number 1, Korean Kimchi Barbecue. Number 2, Spicy Dill Flavored. And finally, last but certainly not least, I would eat these just fine. I wouldn't complain about it. Sea salt and cracked black pepper. I know they've got other recipes out there. I have no idea how many. I guarantee they don't have, like, this is recipe 57. Do they really have 57 or more different recipes for pork rinds? If so, check them out. All right, this has been another REW'd Rankings. We'll see you guys next time as we travel through all things low carb. Thanks again. Make sure you click and subscribe. Peace out, Girl Scout. The dill joke was on point. I stand by it. Hello, and welcome back to my channel.
Good joke.
Yes! Yes!
Good
Dad
joke
jokes!
for those of you who knew.
Dad jokes for the win. Stay. 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 Sometimes I'm in a real pickle. The dog looked at me. I said stay, 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 and Casey goes, okay, I'll stay right here. Pork rind, it's a find. You got to find the pork rind.